Hey, we automatically came on. So,
Mhm.
so which side do you want to be on? I know these
Other
are
side. Flip us, switch us. Yeah,
so.
there you go.
This is the deep conversation we have prior to
Okay.
going on with you guys. What side do you want to be on? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow. Good group here. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone, for coming in. McGrill. We've got Mary, Jen, Bowles. McGrill is she's in my tarot class.
Oh,
And
wonderful. Oh,
yeah,
good. Yeah.
it's really going. And I've got lots going. Mary Thornburg, Carl, hello. Aley
Mhm.
Martin is here, which I'm calling. I'm so
Aley.
glad you're here. It's actually called it's Alice.
Alice.
From now on out, we're doing an experiment.
We're doing an experiment. Yeah.
I did her numbers, and if she
Well,
uses Alice versus Aley, I think I don't know, something magical happened.
something magical happens. All right. They've been very, very responsive to it. I must tell you. I've only really told people once, and they got it right away. So
I think
I
it's
appreciate
great.
it. Yeah.
It's fun just to, check it
Sure.
out for
It is.
sure.
Yeah.
So how are you, Alice?
I'm doing really great. And I have to tell you that this weekend, Deborah had done a soul reading for my husband, and it was so cool. And the thing that really struck me was that he was from Alpha and Beta Centauri's,
Both.
both. And that's a Gemini.
Oh, he's a Gemini. I don't do astrology,
He
so oh my
surely is.
gosh.
And he is a twin. He can be one way and he can be the other way. And it just made so much sense. But I found it interesting that we both are also the
Keepers of neutrality.
keepers of the neutrality. Yeah.
You're
The
both
equanimity.
Switzerland's.
Both Switzerland's. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's a
Anyway.
little more stubborn with Switzerland.
Oh, he's more stubborn. Yeah, he is. He wouldn't say so, but I do.
You know what was fascinating about that reading? I hope he doesn't mind me jibber jabbering about it.
He doesn't.
What was interesting about that is I go in to see what your soul of origination. So it's your first spark or breath from God. You resonate energetically to a certain planet. Most of the people I have in my work are not from this galaxy, which would be Earth, Mars, and Maldak. They're star seeds from other places.
Right.
So I was shocked. It was the first time it happened. It was he had Alpha Centauri was his primary, and then he had an undertone of Beta Centauri, and they are opposites. Alpha Centauri runs towards the fire.
Right.
Beta Centauri says prayers and comforts those that are traumatized. And it just was fascinating that he wanted to have a mix of that.
Yeah. Well, and it's so, and it's very interesting too that he and I both have which I know you don't do the astrology, but we have had the astrology done, and we have a rising sign of Capricorn. So we present as Capricorns, both of us.
Oh.
And but I have a Pisces moon, so I'm much more sensitive than he is. But he is a definite Gemini. He is so twin-like. He can be really, this way one day and totally different. So that made so much sense. The Alpha and the Beta. It made so much. It was so interesting the way you explained it. Yeah.
So when you're in a relationship like that, the key to a happy, successful relationship is humor. If you recognize it in the other, and you can say, is it Keith or is it Sybil?
Yeah, right. Is it your twin today?
What twin do I have today? Who am I dancing with today? But as long as he doesn't have offense to that, and you can move into it, then there's a conversation to have the person, because when we do our thing, when we are who we are, we're doing our thing, then we're too close to the forest.
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah. And you got to really say things to people that are more, I sense that you're feeling this way today instead of you're being this way, because if you do that, you shut them right off. Yeah.
Yeah. There's another one is imagine my surprise. I love that sign. Imagine my surprise when you didn't call after you said you would.
Ooh, I
Uh,
like that one.
I shot
Yeah.
myself and I'm thinking, I love you so much. I started getting worried and all that shit. I don't want to do that.
Right.
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 And
Imagine my surprise not hearing from you. Oh, I
and
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love that. Oh
Um,
my gosh.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. And Sherry's here. I just saw her. Hi,
Oh, I see
Sherry.
Sherry. Yeah.
Hi.
And
It's so nice
Linda
to see
Kennedy. We have a really good new person in our wonderful community that his name is Carl. We have Carl Hees. He's the first Carl. Then there's the second Carl, and he's from the UK. And he was a lurker for which is
you.
okay. It's okay to be a lurker. But now he's made himself known, and we love having him. So I'm going to say hello again to Carl.
Oh, yay. Oh, I am in love with this community.
We love
Is
you
that,
too.
what
Yeah.
is that? Those little pictures, those icons, to me, it looks like candy. And I
Oh, it
love
does.
candy.
Or
Is it?
fruit. Is
Oh,
it fruit?
no. It must be candy, not fruit.
Okay.
For me,
Well,
it's
maybe it's candied
candy.
fruit. Candied fruit.
And either way, you're my number one if it's
Yeah. Yeah.
anything
That's
sweet.
awesome. Uh-huh.
I'm going to just move into now. What we've decided is that we're not going to decide
Yeah.
what
It's
where
fruit.
this goes. You know what? In honor of the people who show up,
Yep.
who are actually taking time out of their day to be with us, what would you like to do? Where would you like to go? And so, if you wouldn't mind texting that chat in the chat with all capital letters, I'd appreciate it
Tell us
because
where you want to go.
yeah, it could be
Mhm.
political, it could be personal, it could be a statement that because when we see things going on in the world,
Yep.
it redefines us. Have you
Yes, it
moved
does.
into any more declaration of truth? I'll tell you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to star you, Ness.
Yeah.
Okay, start. So anyway, what happens to me in the last several like Lilith shows, we go on every Friday night with Lilith,
Right.
and
Right.
I've started getting kind of sassy and confrontational, and I moved into that energy like we are the new Democrats. We're not going to stand it. We're not wishy-washy anymore, And I
Uh-huh.
was so grateful I had a community to be that with because I
Yeah.
love my solitude, and
Yeah.
so usually I just vacuum really hard or do the dishes. But I was able to actually express myself, and there was a few comments saying, "Yeah, right on. I feel that
You
way
go,
too."
girl. Yeah. Yeah, you go, girl.
So I'll
Yeah.
lighten up. But see,
Yeah.
Lalit,
Was it an inside job, McGrill? So I found out this. I'm going to just pass this along,
yeah,
and I'll let you guys tell us what you want. But this really is interesting. I heard that the FBI or the Homeland Security heard that there was a Iranian terrorist group that were going to try to basically the A word, the former guy, you know. And so I pulled some Kipper
just go like
cards on
this.
it. I pulled some Kipper cards on it, and what I got was I said, what was Iran thinking of? And I get sudden wealth is a great fortune
Russia.
for a child.
Whoa.
And all I could think of was if, they have those websites that are on the dark web where people will communicate. I'm not saying that the kid did that, but to me, he was a little kid. I know he was 20
Yeah.
and, but I just, wow, Oh, yes, Denise. Yes, that's awesome.
What? Read it.
You got a sort of an MRI. My gal here, Pam Drennan, she clears blocked energy and so on, and she said that Denise had a ghost removed. She had a ghost that was lingering around her, and a blockage from that. And she indicated during the show that she saw a woman in her bedroom, and so Pam said, she did all the work she did, and she said, "You'll feel a lot better tomorrow." So she's saying she does. So
Awesome.
that ain't me,
Awesome.
honey. That's Pam. I'm glad you feel better.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of my work is clearing entity
Mhm.
attachments.
That's
And
awesome. Yeah.
I enjoy doing that. If they're really, really bad, if they're really strong, they come to me
Oh, really?
immediately after the
Oh,
clearing. And
yeah.
then we have fun.
Duke it out.
It's
I
hard
don't
to
think I'd want to be somebody that you didn't care
no.
very much for.
I'm not a Gemini, but I can sure switch.
Oh, that's
Oh my
great.
gosh. So I've got a
So what do
couple
you
of
want, guys? What kind of readings do you want? You
Ness is
look,
here. Let's start with
all
Ness.
right. So, all right. The energies around your writing project. Okay.
So I would like to read about the energies around my writing project. What are dominant energies and how do they feel or what think? I'm going to
Okay.
try something new with Lenormand. And if I can't
Okay.
make heads or tails of it, I'm going to grab my
Okay.
my old thing. You know, this is what you do when you start building your uh, development. You'll pick up a modality that really serves you
Really
well,
resonates. Yeah.
and then you're going to get, well, I'm ready for the next step. So that's what I did with tarot. You know, learn
Yeah.
it, and then I thought, well, now I want reversals, and what do crosses mean, and
Right.
maybe I'll add numerology, and it just grows and grows. So
Isn't
let
it
me
fun?
try this.
Yeah, and it all connects. I mean, it just really connects. If and I wanted you to know that because even the numbers, like we were talking about with Keith, and the things that show up connect with astrological stuff that we know about him as well. And in my chart, you did too. So
Oh
it's just
wow!
it's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm glad that worked out.
yeah, yeah. All right. So
So, what
Ness.
did you get?
Well, I pulled two tarot cards, and I also pulled a Kipper card. And the first one I get is the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God! So what's in motion is going to bring you lots and lots of success, Ness. I mean, how could it not?
Yeah.
So make sure that you really trust that that is what is coming. I get the Queen of Wands, and it's you're in your creativity. You're doing what you love to do, and this will last until you become a mature woman. Not that you are. I know you're not. Like 20 years old or something, but as you get gray or whatever it is, this is something that is available to you for your whole life. It just depends
Like a
on
legacy.
like a legacy. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So I'm just learning the Lenormand, and I do have the child, which means something fresh, something new. And I
Mhm.
know your work is fresh and new.
Yeah.
And then there's also inner knowledge with the book.
Yeah.
She's literally writing a book. And
Yeah.
then the compass saying you are taking stock on what direction to go in. So,
Mhm.
of course, I have to do the tarot just to back
Sure
it up.
you do. Well, you need the clarifier too. Yeah.
That's right. So the
Mhm.
Empress came out, meaning that you have opportunities to go in it many different ways with this. And because I have the Ace of Swords, that means that you are going to have an epiphany because that's all thought, right? And there's something of a new thought coming in, and it mirrors the child, right? The child,
Mhm. Mhm.
and it will bring you great blessings. Now, this is the
Wow.
nine of Pentacles, which means not necessarily always money, but it means feeling safe and rewarded in all ways.
Right.
All
Yep.
the ways that life can celebrate you. So
Yeah. Wonderful.
I don't, because I've read on this before, and man, has it ever been
It's evolving.
consistent.
But it has evolved each time, hasn't it? And
Right,
you're right. It
right.
is consistent. Yeah. Yep.
It's almost like yeah, keep going, keep going. Yep, and here's a little more.
Mhm.
I hope that
Absolutely.
serves you well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh well, that was sorry. I have to hide that. And
Let's
then
see.
we
We
already
have
went through that one.
Yep.
So I'll go back to the lives.
Carl has a question at 12:13.
Okay, and it looks like I have another. Thank you for writing your questions in all caps. Okay,
Yeah.
Carl, I found you. Okay.
Tropical Empress, I just want you to know she ordered your deck this morning and she's super excited to get it. So Tropical Empress has her own channel. And so her name is Amanda. So wonderful, Amanda. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I
Oh,
really
yes.
yeah.
I got to get to know you, Amanda.
Yeah.
Have your people call my people.
There you go. There you go.
I'll send a limo for you. We'll have lunch.
Awesome. All right, Carl.
Stop feeling overwhelmed. Easy peasy, Carl. This is an easy one. Doesn't that frustrate you? Because I know you've been through all that you know to do, and it's easy for us to say,
oh yeah, sure. You have the answers. We get tired of hearing that, though.
Right.
People get tired of hearing that. Yeah.
So one thing I know for sure is that there's a well-worn neural pathway in your thoughts, in your brains, that bounce around the same obsession or compulsion or ideal or idea or whatever. That changes your body chemistry. And so every cell, this is basic biology, Bruce Lipton biology, and every cell must mirror what your brain is going overboard with. Anything that can stop your brain for a moment will serve you. Turn the shower on cold before coming out. Try and do something like that, or get up and walk outside. If you're inside, walk inside. If you're outside, when you're starting to feel overwhelmed, but physically do something to your body to break that.
To break it.
Wow. And I'll read as well.
I love that. I love that. I have here that, first of all, I have that experience will teach you, but it's going to be like Deborah said, you got to break that pattern in the neural pathways, because when we have a situation show up that we're aware of, that we've dealt with before, our first reaction is to go into the, oh no, fight or flight, fear of it. But the second card I got was find your center. And then it says, stay true to you and call it to you. And I love this because look at all the beauty. There's a labyrinth there. This lady is sitting outside and she's surrounded by the beauty of nature. And it looks as though she's got a waterfall coming down on her and lighting up her third eye. And so it's calling, my thought is, if I was feeling anxious or overwhelmed, the first thing I want to do is call in Archangel Michael. Please cut away this anxiety. I don't need it. I don't want it. Raphael, Archangel Raphael, come in and clear away anything that also may be a residual from that. And I call in my guides and my divine team to come and help me and bring me down to another place. But I like what Deborah said too. Get up, take a shower, try something different, go for a walk outside, go ground yourself if you can. If you've got a pet, sit and pat the pet and relax into that. They're calling you for, it's an internal change that you need to make. That's what I get, because I get death reversed, which doesn't mean you're going to die. But what it means is you need to clear and purge and transform in order to be reborn and regenerated. And that's all about what Deborah also said with changing up what it is that you do. Wow. I think that was pretty interesting reading for you, Carl. Yeah.
One other thing, I just have a couple more things because my go-to.
Yep.
So I have my cards. Here's the reading. So when you do a reading, I just do 5 cards. You don't know if the first, second, third card is past, present, or future, but Spirit will tell you. And this is an interesting one because the very first one that came out is the reverse Chariot, meaning you're way too you've lost control of your horses, one black, one white, and they're going in opposite directions. You really need to get a hold of that, but you know that already. So and you're feeling like it's despair. 5 of Pentacles is despair. The next one is the 6 of Wands. If it's upright, you feel good about yourself. You think people are appreciating what you do, and they're mirroring back your best self, but you're not feeling that. So all of these, let me see. Yes, all of these, the first 3 are telling me what I already know, what we already know. And so what we didn't know is, and you're the only one to verify this, is I've got the reverse magician. You're feeling manipulated by life. How can you feel manipulated by life if you're just standing alone in a cold shower, right? It is
or a hot one.
Or a hot one. Yeah, I like the hot. But what it is there is something in your routine that you've given your power over, and you feel that it's just manipulating you. And man, do I get you on that, because of the times we're living in. The best part of this whole thing is the very last card, which emphasizes new action. So it's just basically reiterating the message I gave, but it's just like, these are my backup singers. But the most part to remember is that you are heard by them. They've heard your challenges. The higher ups have heard you. They love you. They know exactly how you're feeling, and they won't let go. They will not let go.
That's beautiful.
God bless you.
Wow. Yep. Time to act. Yes, Carl. And when you find yourself slipping into being overwhelmed or worried or anxious, change up what it is that you're doing. That's the quickest way.
Yeah, I've been struggling just like everyone else.
I think we're all struggling right now, which is which is true. It isn't just you, but individually we have other things that are personal to us that we're struggling with, but collectively it's a problem. Yeah.
So my life, like when I do videos, it's about calming people and everything. So it's still the topic of what's happening. So what I did was I decided to get one of those monarch butterfly milkweeds, and I'm growing monarch butterflies in my backyard. So I go out and so whenever I'm upset or something, I go out and look at my progress with my farm. And it's fun. So you might want to think of a modality to study or something that'll take you out of today.
Absolutely. For me, it's I also have my journaling that I like to do, or I have cards I pull every day to reflect on my own life. And I really enjoy doing those. All right. So I found you have some Lacy Gray, I think, but a tropical empress at 1216 and hypnicity.
What happened? 1215, you said?
1216 is tropical empress, would like a reading.
I just had her. Where is she?
She's after McGrill.
Why don't you just read oh, there you are.
Yeah. If you have time. Yeah. And Mary Thornberry, I love fresh salsa. Oh my God. Oh. Enjoy.
1215 Lacy. That's what we want. Are we going for Lacy?
Lacy is one. Yeah.
I'm just going to go with Lacy, and then I'll catch the other one.
Okay. All right.
Can I please have some clarity and insight about the people close to me? Yes, specifically mom and my aunt. Oh, my living situation. Okay. Okay, this is fun. All right. Want to do something different? Come on, everybody. Okay, Lacy. I would like you to, in the chat, write your birthday, mama's birthday, and auntie's birthday.
Yeah. If you have, at least if you have it, Lacy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, we're going to go on to someone else, and then, but please write everything in capital letters.
There you go. Then she can do that.
So we're going to go to.
All right. So the next one is tropical on 1216 and
1216. 1216. Hi there.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
I receive a reading. Oh, yes.
So I'm going to use Deborah's cards because that's what I'm going to do.
Yay, I appreciate it.
The gilded edges that's the real beauty. These gilded edges, honestly. They're just
I do have a deck that still have the gilded edges, the the
Uh-huh.
shiny, but then I go
Yeah.
to Kinko FedEx and I cut another deck down so it gets so they're a
Oh,
different size. So I
I
don't
get
get
it.
them mixed up in my thing. So I have only one with gilded edges.
Oh.
I'm sure if the Trump family ever wanted to get into tarot, my deck would be the only one that would fit in
Little man's
Mar-a-Lago.
hands.
Yeah, it would go in the bathroom. Oh gosh.
Oh, that's funny. Ooh, okay. So the first card I get for you is the Four of Swords.
Mm.
It looks like you need to take some time to just chill out and relax and rest. It's interesting because my very best friend, who I've known for 42 years, usually talk at least once a week on the phone. And both of us are so tired because she lives back east. Both of us are so tired and out of sorts that we can't do it. And we both understand each other. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Do you get it? Yeah, we get it. So repose, take a break, take a rest. I don't know if you're feeling close to burnout, but it could be the energies of the times. And then I get the Queen of Wands. I know you're loving your channel and doing what you're doing. You are bringing that magic and that energy to your channel. And I'm not sensing that that's the thing that's making you tired. I think if you're anything like me, it's what makes me find my joy. So I'm getting that for you. But they want you to know that you are a gift, and what you bring to your channel is a gift. And always remember that. What is it? It's a the present is the now, and it is a gift. That's why they call it the present or the gift.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Oh
know. I
yeah,
say it
that's
wrong
nice.
every time.
No,
Yeah.
it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
So what's the name of your channel?
It's
Tropical.
Tropical Empress in Spirit. That's the name of
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's
Uh-huh.
easy. Everyone go
Yeah.
there and like and subscribe,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
So
And
what
her
I
name is
do,
Amanda. Yeah.
Amanda,
Mm-hmm.
Amanda, what I do when you want a general reading is that I do 5 cards, and the first card will kind of give me the flavor, the
Uh-huh.
point to, and then the suits will give me the topic. And so the topic for this is money, tangible stuff, the situation with home, car, schooling, relationships are also once a mature relationship I put into the pentacle
Mm-hmm.
family. So it's very clear to me that here we go. So we have the reversed hanged man, meaning that you're being, with all due respect, you're being too focused and not flexible enough right now in your thinking. And what it is the six of the reverse 6 of Pentacles. This issue between money, I need money, and I don't. I want to do what I love, but I'm not making enough money, and I. One of the things we get to, what light bearers get to, is a point where in your life you just simply cannot do anything without a full heart. It
Mm-hmm.
could be the best thing in the world for someone else, serve someone really well. But the minute you say, oh, I'd rather not do this, it's like you get this shadow around you. So what Spirit is saying with the King of Pentacles upright is that there is plenty to go around, number one. Number two, I'm saying there's plenty to go around because I have the reverse 2 of Pentacles too. All of these are pentacles. So it's a balancing act. One of the things they are saying to me, also the eight of Pentacles means you're very good at what you do. Now,
Mm.
what we need to do is, as a group, as a community, is to shine the light on your work, because Spirit is saying you're ready and you add value. You're very, very good at what you do. Now, what's the hiccup? The King of Pentacles upright. That is what you should do. And maybe somebody's saying, "Oh, you're starting a new YouTube channel. You should do ABC first." And you see another influencer that says XYZ first, and
Yeah.
and we're here to help you as friends and family. We're here to help you with that. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you do it. And what comforted me when I started is that I was told that nobody's going to watch your stuff, and you can always just erase it if you delete it if you don't like it. Just
Sure.
But doing things at the level of action is what makes your world come in.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got Jen. I don't know if
Lacey Gray at 1229 has those birth dates for you.
I can't wait to do this. Lacey. Oh yeah. Okay, there we are. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but I'm going to have my friend Aley do a little dance to entertain you while I do the numbers. And so
I'll pull some cards and see what I get for you as well.
Also, I need, I'm assuming 1116 is Mama.
Oh,
and
the aunt is 61. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah. If that's wrong.
If that's wrong, the message will be the same whether I have the right name or not. But
that's true.
So thank you for allowing me some quiet.
Wow. All right. So let me tell you while she's doing that, I'll pull some cards on the situation. And the first thing I get is at least one of those women are perfectionists, and they're trying to manipulate you into doing things their way. Maybe they're both that way. I don't know. There's an imbalance in there, and their focus is self-focus. It seems to be all about them. So that's the Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles. I'm sensing there's a power issue, and God love you. If you've got 3 women living together in a house, mother, aunt, and you, and I believe that you're 2 of you are Scorpios. Does that seem right? 1, 2. 2 of you are Scorpios, I believe. Or maybe, yeah. Wow. Okay. I get the Ace of Cups. So there is a lot of love there. You love each other very much. It doesn't mean you can live together and enjoy that. There's a lot of flowing emotion that's coming in, and it's like, I really love you, but why don't you try it my way? Why don't you do it my way? Why don't you take care of, I'd rather that you did it this way. And it's like, I'm old enough to know how to do what I want to do by myself. But I do see that it will have a good ending if you can all sit and talk about this, because I get the 10 of Cups upright, which is a storybook ending. It really is. It's peace and divine love. But I'm wondering if that means that it would be a storybook ending if you all didn't live together. So I'm going to let Deborah talk about the numbers. Yeah. And see what we come up with. Yeah.
Well, you're amazing, just like everyone else is. But I mean, this combination is blowing my mind. Yeah. So these 3 ladies came in with agreements. Mm-hmm. They're not bad agreements. They're just asking you to recognize your superpower and know that not everybody else has that same superpower. So what comes easy for you does not come easy for others. The thing is that Mama, I'm going to say 65. I think Mom or whoever's in 1965 struggles with giving up momhood, I guess, or being the advisor. And now you get along quite well as long as things are creative about the 2 of you, as long as you're doing a project that's creative or something that's casual. That's great. There is she does have a lot to say this year about what you should do and shouldn't do and all of that stuff. But she really is creative And if she's not creative, if she's just sitting there pointing at people saying, you should wear purple, or now this is Tuesday, you should, she's miserable inside. So, but get her to a paint and sip thing,
Yes.
and go with her and have some. Now, Auntie, which is 1961, this is a hard one. She is the master builder. She's a master number 22. So she so stubborn. I admire people being stubborn. It doesn't have to be bad stubborn, because they have that tenacity to build relationships and stuff. If they're not in alignment with their numbers, then they're breaking relationships. They're breaking into something new. This is a really tough year for her, because it's all chop wood, carry water all year long. In other words, she is not able to manifest. And what life is asking her to do up until about September is to just be at peace and take stock of what you have now and finish up projects that you started last year. That's where she's going to even out. You, little missy, is a master number 33. I cannot tell you how many in my practice show up as master 33. Yeah. So that's the 3, like mama, that's the creativity and everything, double that. And then it also makes a 6. It's a high ranking 6. Now 6, balance, harmony. Before you say a statement to me, you have all the backup necessary to prove it.
Oh, wow.
So so anyway, it's like that. But there is a controlling. Things are can be controlling with you, because you do know more, and you sometimes want to talk people into all the reasons why they should do something, because it's obvious to you. But you are either someone's teacher or student at any one time. And the trouble begins when we assume which one we are. I'll just say that. But I think your mama feels like she's around a lot of master numbers, and she might need a private, a little, I don't know, a little break with you, and go shopping or something. But that's what's going on. Magnificent combination.
I know. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. So we have hypnicity at 1218. And then Jen Bowles.
Yes, you.
Okay. Yep. Hi, Louisa. 3 shifting veils. Lots of people coming in. Nice to see you all. Kim Lee.
I still haven't done 1214 Lacey.
That's who you just did, hon.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I forget
you asked
names.
for the numbers. That's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can't find her. Would you just please read it?
Yes, absolutely. Let me see. Hypnicity is wondering, what is her current bout with depression trying to teach her?
Oh, give me your numbers. I'll tell you everything.
Why don't you put them in Hypnicity, and she will do
right
that.
Away.
Yeah. And then we'll move into the next question, and we'll come back to you like we did before.
Yep.
All right. So the next one is at 12:25 is Jen Bowles, and I'll read it to you.
Yeah.
Looks like you have this one. Maybe. May I have a message from my guides for the next 2 weeks? Jen says. And howdy to Gerald.
I missed you, Jen. Okay, I got it. Oops.
All right. So, Jen, the first card I got is you're walking right into some good luck. It says your wishes are going to be granted and blessings are coming your way. It's like an auspicious moment for you. You're going to be walking through an important doorway or portal into the next part of where you're going on your journey. And this is the summer of your bucket list that you've been working on, and they want you to continue to work on that bucket list. They're calling you to what they call the Holy Mountain, your soul calling, your sacred journey, and your pilgrimage. And that, I think, is exactly what you're doing. You're sitting in the now moment. You're enjoying the grass under your feet. You're checking out new and exciting things and watching sunsets. And they're saying you have answered the call. And so keep walking toward the mountain. Sometimes it looks like we're not going to get very close because the mountain looks closer than it really is, but you'll get there. You'll get there.
So it's like, I just love it when there's two advisors and they're getting the same message. Because my very first card out for you, sweetheart, is Temperance, meaning you're doing well staying in the middle lane, and you're not going into, so you're not approaching any hard edges. Somebody who's in great drama, it's just like you're staying even. Now, the reason you are doing that, because something's going, a very fast energy is coming in. This is the Eight of Wands, which a big move is happening that is going to incredibly, it's going to showcase you with the Six of Wands. So I don't know what you have been doing, but it's going to pay off big time. Now, you're going to be meeting someone, Two of Pentacles. And it's for business, it's Pentacles. And then the Ace of Pentacles, which is going to offer up something brand new. So it's almost like when you get, for no reason, excited about something's coming to happen, something's happening. It could come up as anxiety, like worry. But if you can celebrate your worry and anxiety, it's like something new is coming. So bravo on that. Bravo on that.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go, she says.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Bring it on, she says. I've been checking off your list. Awesome.
So Hypnicity gave her birth date.
Yes.
For you. And
she wants to know the block and restriction, right?
Right, for depression. Yeah. And so she's 6/25/60.
Yes. So I'm going to do the year real quick here too.
Okay.
Well, you're in a 3 personal year, which means there's a lot of opportunity for you to do things that are creative. But if you're blue, then you don't have the energy to do it, because you know that state of mind and the brain chemistry, it makes you tired, really tired. But I got to tell you, you are a master number 2911. That's different than the 3811. But as far as life lessons go, your big job, big block of restriction here that you came here to learn is to control your emotions. You feel deeper. You're an empath. You can cry at the drop of a hat, and you'd say, oh, and call that depression. But I would not necessarily call it depression, because that's denying who you are. And no, if you just let yourself cry, no, you will stop. It's not going to go on forever. And, but understand that, I mean, success, big success, can come to all master numbers if they, or any number, life number, as long as you keep control of your emotions. I'm just saying that a 2911 has a little harder time of that. So understanding that's just part of your charm. It's just part of your charm. And say, and treat it with humor. And learn the language, because I'm a 2911 as well. So I had to learn the language when I would go in, like, for instance, somebody come up and say, we're having a party Saturday night, would you come? And I used to say, oh yeah, because at that moment I thought, I could do a party. But when it got closer, I'm thinking, I don't want to do a party. And there we are, not doing something with a full heart. And you can force yourself, and there's some things you do force yourself with. Now what I do in anticipation of my freedom, my solidarity is that, hey, you want to come to a a party and I'll say, at this moment, it feels really good. I like it. But I'm going to wait a little closer to give my full thumbs up on that. And then what happens with that is your community, your friends, your family will get used to that. And unless it's time sensitive, like a plane ticket or train ticket you have to buy, do that. But only try and do things with a full heart. If there's too many things you're obligated to do, this is what happens.
Yep. So, I totally get that.
Yeah.
For you, you ask, is it intuition? You feel big shifts coming. It is your intuition. They're wanting you to be courageous. They're saying, I know you're sick of being courageous, but they want you to stay courageous because you're conceiving something really big. And you're stirring the pot, and too many cooks spoil the broth. Too many things going this way or that way. So you're needing to hone down, but you're conceiving it. Stay courageous. It's there for you. Wow. Wonderful.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Yep. So we have Dream Weaver. How are you going to make it through the night? 1234. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay. So 1234. Okay. I'm going to star 1234. Sorry. I'm just.
That's all right.
We're just doing our thing. I'm not sorry about it.
Oh,
this is what you come for.
She's got her DOB listed as 110471.
And who are we talking?
Dreamweaver's Joy.
And what is her question? Be my secretary.
No, if you have time, I think she wanted the numerology done. That's all she's asking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do your, that's what you're asking for. I'm going to do your personal year first. And so I'm going to add 11 and 4 and 8. I'm going to add 2 because 11 is 2. So 2 and 4 and 8, I come up with 5. I come up with 14 and I reduce it to 5. This is the year that life is it's like you can't count on anything being on time. It's just the year for you to stay flexible, and things are going to come in and ask you to change your mind about things. If you're too rigid, now your life path number is going to tell me if you're having a good time or a bad time with that. So hold on. 1971. Yeah, you could have a hard time with that because you're because you're a 24/6. That's the 2 and the 4 and the 6, all even numbers, and they're all balance and harmony and collaboration and feeling safe. And then all of a sudden the 5 personality says, oh, your car broke down. Oh, darn, you lost your job. Oh, darn, I missed the plane. Oh, darn.
Wow.
So this could, if it's not been a hard year yet, then you've mastered those numbers. So it's not like you have to go through something bad. And a 5-person year does not mean that everything's rotten, because I've talked to people. I mean, all the books say it is.
Right.
But
there's always something redeeming. Yeah.
The thing is that nothing in the 5-person year is redeeming. You'll always have that, cloud, until you do a lot of readings and ask questions and witness. And that's when people have gotten TED Talks and the new office they've always wanted without pursuing it. It could be a wonderful year. Wow. So bless you, and leave you with that.
So you have the strength to get through this, number one. And that's, to me, is just enough. The word is enough. But I also get the 5 of Cups. And it's a 5-year. And what the 5 of Cups says is that don't throw, there's 5 of them, 3 of them have tipped over, but you still got the 2 that are remaining. So that's kind of exactly what you just said. It isn't always everything is lost. So, yeah.
And it's only a 5. right?
Right.
Because,
Right.
and same with the 3 of swords, that heartbreak, you think you can't
Yeah.
recover from that. It's only a 3. It's nothing that you can't recover from. And I
That's right.
found with the 5 of, I'm sorry, I get excited about this. With the 5 of cups, many times it's just this, oh, I spent too much on Amazon. Oh, I shouldn't have bought that. I'll catch up. It's just the, right? Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right. So Tammy Jackson is saying oh, you have it. Good. Okay.
I do have it. Having
Fear-based
fear-based dreams and sleeping so hard I can't wake up. Oh, wow. Wonder why. Exhaustion, despair.
A lot of people having either sleeping too much or not sleeping at all. And actually, if you're sleeping so hard you can't wake up, then you're doing I don't know. See if you can take some melatonin or something.
That's the algorithm, because sometimes when I wake up early and not allow myself to go back, but I'll allow myself to go back to sleep, then I can't wake up after that. It's a cycle, 90-minute cycle. Let me look what.
And you're working too much in your dreams. You're the fear. You're fighting. If you know they're fear-based and you can't wake up, it's like you are working against that fear in your dream, and it's so intense for you that I mean, I've woken up before holding onto my sheets or my blanket, and I'm exhausted in the morning. So I'm going to admonish you to, but try and find another way to relax.
The thing is that we are a lot more powerful than we think we are, even in dreams.
Yeah.
And you can control those dreams and ask spirit to help you.
Yes.
And so if you're running off a cliff, jump the cliff. I mean, you're not going to die. So,
right.
And one time I was some bad people were chasing me it was a rainy night with cobblestone streets terrible down by the docks. It was terrible. And then I remembered, hey, this is a dream. Forget you. They shot me. I didn't hear anything, but I fell down. And then I was like, oh, I'm shot. And all the people just walked around me. They didn't. I mean, nobody engaged, right? It's a dream.
I know, but that sounds like a past life death.
Yeah, probably.
You were dead, so they're just going to walk by you. They don't see you.
Right, right.
Oh, wow.
So that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I get down to a dock that's at night, it's like I'm a victim here.
No, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be.
Oh, yes. I've had one of those too. Not going in the water anytime soon.
Okay. Sue Toffee is at 1241, just a little bit back. Her birth date is the 23rd of December, 71. And I believe she just wants numerology. So, yeah.
So what was the numbers again? Sorry.
December 23rd, 71.
Yeah. So I'm going to add the 12, which is a 3, plus 23, which is a 5.
Yeah.
Plus 19, 1971. So you're one of those really cool 26/8s. Now, so that the 2 numbers prior to that is it tells me what your life lessons are. Once you learn those lessons, you can go into the full potential of the 8, which is 8. It's all bounty. Now, an 8 life path in general, you really enjoy fine things, not just expensive things, but like good food. And you'd rather wait to be able to buy the nice wallet versus the Walmart wallet, right? So it's like that. Now it's to your own, whatever you value is in your house. So, but to get there seamlessly is that the 2 which is collaboration, but more so the 6, which is balance and harmony. So you also have a balance about it. One thing about 8 life paths is that they can take risks more easy than others. So there's, yes, you can make a lot of money. It's available to you to make a lot of money, but also they tend to risk more. I've known more poor 8s life
That's my
path
husband.
than
Yes.
I do a rich one. But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it looks great, and it's a okay. Sorry, 358 universal year. Oh yes, 7 personal year, just like me. So the 7 personal year is when you evaluate who you are and what you're willing to do for the next cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And on a spiritual level. So everything's up a notch. For instance, if you're able to filter information through with the higher octaves. So truth versus divine wisdom. So it is true that some states in America still have the death penalty. But the divine wisdom is thou shalt not kill. So you need to pull things through that higher octave and not course correct. You're probably already there, but align with that and become the sacred scribe you are. Whether you're writing or speaking, the oracle you are.
Beautiful. Wow.
Awesome.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you.
Sue.
We got one more. We got one
All
more,
right.
and we're almost time out anyway. So that works
perfect
really
timing.
Well. So it's for Cynthia. She just wanted us to pull a few cards. I don't know if you just want a general reading, Cynthia. I did see that you said that you were also really tired.
Yeah, she's packing and moving, and she's manifested.
Oh,
she has manifested cool things.
Okay.
And it's a good tired, I think. Now I'm speaking out of turn, like I know what I'm talking about. But and so Cynthia, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But man, when you think about things for so long and then put them into action, it can be very exciting.
It can be exciting.
Yeah.
So something new coming your way. That's a wonderful thing.
Hey.
Oh my goodness, this is great. Oh,
I know. I got a good one too. You go first.
So I got the 2 of Swords. Basically, it says, you're feeling under pressure. Yes, because you got a lot of weight on your back, but you can let it go. You can eventually going to be able to let it go. And that weight is going to just topple off and things are going to be so much better and you'll sleep. And look, you got the 2 of Wands with it. 2 2s. Wow. And look at, you're holding the world in your hands. It's a new world for you. What you're getting by moving and moving on and changing things brings you so much.
Thank you, Sue.
So many new things. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, Sue. So here's what I've got. The reversed Empress. So this is when you're tired because you're exhausted. I just read that you're exhausted. Of course you are. But that means that you don't feel there's more options or you want more options or you're making the best of the options you have. It's out of alignment. And the reversed, the reverse 8 of Wands, things are moving too slow. But there is the Wheel of Fortune. So that means that the wheel is always moving. Sometimes you're going to be tired. Sometimes you're going to feel satisfied. Right now, your body is hurting, I'm sure, because of the moving. Now, I've got Tower reverse, meaning the worst is over. I mean, you're doing fine. And the arguments within your mind. So I know this is Wands, 5 of Wands, and it's usually gossip and all that stuff. And I do know that the 5 of Wands shows up when I read for family and you, where there's a low-level bickering, but it is reversed. It's like, I'm fresh, and you're really feeling like you can define yourself differently. So bravo on that.
But she took Linda Bertot's Reiki class. How wonderful is that? Yeah.
Yay. Awesome.
Yeah, so you can treat yourself, honestly, Cynthia. You got
absolutely.
The power.
She says, look at this. Joe, glad to hear the worst is almost over. It is over.
Yeah. Moving is always hard.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, this has been so fun, and I've
It has.
so enjoyed it.
Yes.
And thank you, Sharon Sipe,
Uh-huh.
for all you do for us and all the
Mhm.
good positive news. Now, if you could share the link, we're not simulcasting. I guess there's a little
Yeah.
action on that. YouTube is getting a little tough on that. So if you could share it, and with Heart and Soul Connected link, that would be great, because she
I'm just
wasn't able
putting
to.
in, hi, Marby. Just put in at Heart and Soul Connected. It will take you over to my page if you're
Yes.
interested in. We would love to have you over there. And Deborah and I, we try to do this every couple of weeks if we
Mhm.
can, when she's not writing books.
Oh gosh, when I have too many books in my head.
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh gosh.
Thank
Well,
you.
I
Yeah,
love you, and we're going to see you next time. Bye,
definitely.
everyone. We
Bye,
love you.
everyone. Thank you.